You have also been quoted as saying that the two major expenses that you have are hybrid seeds and energy. And I'd like to talk about both of those a little bit. Let's start with energy, though, because we were talking about machinery, and I was thinking about assistance that you have from people. What kind of a crew do you have? Do you hire during the season? Is it just you and your wife? Or
yeah, well, my father's 81, but he still insists on being out on the tractor once in a
really?
while. Yeah, so he, during the summer months,
he's out there.
He helps, right? He provides part of the labor. My wife helps primarily during seeding time, operates a tractor for us, and then also runs one of the combines during harvest. We have the only outside labor that we've hired is we hired a high school graduate a little over a year ago. That's with us year round.
So you have 3,100 acres.
That's right.
And there's essentially 4 of you, and not even 4 full time.
No, actually, it probably would amount to the equivalent of about 2.5 full time.
2.5 full time. That's most impressive. That means that you're pretty energetic right there. But it's something that you consider to be a major expense, is the energy involved. And obviously, you're talking about more than just human energy.
Yeah,
you're talking about fuel.
Diesel fuel, right?
Diesel fuel, which, given the climate we're in, or the times we're in right now, is pretty horrendous.
Yeah, the energy, actually our energy consumption in terms of diesel fuel has gone down, despite the fact that we make more trips across the field than conventional farmers do.
How so?
That's attributed to 2 things. One is that we, in this kind of farming system, you can utilize a minimum tillage approach quite nicely. In a conventional system, there simply are times when you need to use, unless you rely entirely on herbicides, you need to use things like a moldboard plow to help with weed control, to bury the weed seeds deeper and those kinds of things. So a lot of farmers use that as a strategy, and which we did when we were farming conventionally. So that, and then the other thing, the second reason is that our soil till simply has improved to the point now where it doesn't require as much horsepower anymore to pull tillage equipment through the soil. But we have actually reduced our fuel consumption by 20%.
That's impressive.
From the time that we were farming conventionally to what we're doing now.
Well, let's talk about hybrid seeds then.
Well, there are, hybrid seeds are one of those things that you can't get around. We can't produce those on our own farm, so you just have to buy those and bring them in. We do try to use our own seeds in crops that we don't need hybrid seeds in, like wheat and so on. We probably on an average of every 4 or 5 years, we will buy a new variety of seeds.
I was going to ask you if you
experimented. So we try to stay current. We try to stay current with that. But once we buy the new variety for some seed stock, and then we rely on our own production again. And there are some claims made that seeds grown under these kinds of management systems, as over against conventional systems, have more vigorous growth and so on. I don't know that there's any really solid evidence to back that up, but we get good results from our own seeds, so we try to use it whenever we can.
It would seem that it would be something that growing in the place where it's going to be propagated would make a lot of sense.
Sure, it does. It does make sense. All I'm saying is I don't know that we have any real hard evidence to back that up, but common sense would indicate that it probably has some merit.